This could be Halifax or Wetherby.
Rotherham or Tarn.
So go and put kettle on
and sit Thesen Darn.
Hello, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Nice to have you all around again. It's lovely chatting.
Yeah, it is indeed. It is indeed.
Pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
Lovely Sunday afternoon.
Do you like us
In rolling hills of Yorkshire, Bayton.
Get field.
Next
Do
up.
you want me to get postcode out, Carl? Or?
No, I think you're alright.
Yeah,
I think you're alright.
So, anyone I know interesting happened to them this week? Any gossip? Any goings on?
Apart from the usual work churn of, working, shitting, sleeping, eating, etc.
The old 9 to 5 grind.
In my spare time,
Oh.
time,
Spare time. I'd love to know what that's like.
mate, honestly, go through a lot of Kleenex.
Oh.
So speaking,
Wow.
that actually takes us into something that I've seen, to be honest.
Oh,
so,
right.
like, did you know? Right, there was something called, like how you get vibrators. You're like romping rabbits and stuff. Where it's like,
Yeah.
it's a big pink rod with like a 2-finger thing on the base of it.
Yeah.
There's something that's come out on the market. I never knew about this. So, which I'm sure is no surprise to you two that I didn't know because I'm not that way inclined. Found something called a guibrator.
A
Guibrator. So GUI and guy. So it's a vibrator for men.
Right.
Right. So
Do like gaming want something different than a cock?
no.
That's essentially what a vibrator
No, it's
is.
not an iPod dock. It's not a dock. It's not a docking station. Okay now. Hold on. I've got something for that. Oh, fucking hell. Right. So, anyway,
Back to
like
start.
this can I name brands, Carl, as our corporate legal representative?
I'd probably try and do like a.
Like a well-known-
free advertising, surely.
A well-known brand.
So, anyway,
Just
I do like the fudged version of it.
so I can say,
Like if it was a brand but a really cheap knockoff of that brand.
Yeah, say how
What,
their
like-
version of it.
like, instead of Guess Who, it can be, playing Who Is Who.
That's
Yeah.
Right,
That's the
okay.
one.
So, anyway, it's called the Pulse Solo Essential. Cheers for all that advice, Carl. So, anyway, this guibrator that I found.
Right,
So
yeah.
it's called the Pulse Solo Essential. Right. So it's not.
Is it like a? Does it have like a different version?
So yeah, if you think of lockdown rules, right? So
Okay.
you've got like advisory,
Yeah.
essential. Don't go out unless it's essential, or don't use this vibrator unless it's
Don't
essential.
put up your bum unless it's essential.
See, that's the thing, right?
All right, so-
You've assumed that.
Is it a cock ring?
Don't
Is it a
ever
cock
assume.
ring?
So it's essentially something that you know. It's like, think of your dick as
Is
a
it a-
USB cable.
Is
right?
it a
And
flashlight?
think of this- Think of this. Yeah, it's like a flashlight.
Right.
So yeah, this fucking vibrator, it's essentially like a flashlight,
Right.
right? So it's scooped numerous awards for its hands-free design, which provides game-changing technology. Right, that's how they sell it, right? So
Is that because you can play your games
Sounds
while
like
doing
a-
it?
so I'm
It's like a Rubik's
just reading.
Cube.
Can I'll just read you some
Yeah.
of the description out. So hot octopus, spelt with 2 S's on the end, like puss, but without the
Ah,
I see what they
yeah,
did.
yeah,
I see
yeah.
what they did.
Hot. Fucking hell, that is a
It's a mouthful.
mouthful.
That's what he
So-
said.
That is exactly what this toy generates, a mouthful. So it's selling the Pulse Racing sex toy, which has been designed to take male masturbation to a whole new level. The science behind the device has never been seen in the sex toy world.
Because having a wank needs science.
Yeah.
Thing is, right. This
Making
is
it the first of its kind, can I just add?
the thing is, right. Why is that being marketed just as a gay?
Well, no, you don't have to be gay.
What were we called? Guy.
Hot octopus.
The guy
And the
we're not
Pulse
gay.
Solo Essential, and yeah, it's a guibrator.
Yeah,
I think that's the slang for it, a guibrator.
So does it vibrate?
Well, I don't. To be honest, Carl, I've not been in that much detail on it.
Well,
I don't want to get cookies on my laptop that sort of like
You should.
suggest me to pages when I'm looking at just the football scores. I don't want to be inundated by.
Just
You
yeah.
want to stick your cock in me?
Just there. Fulham 3, Leicester 2. Cock!
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, so that's a brief description on it. But it's like this is a story, obviously, that I've seen this week. And
Involving the guy, right?
So this is a news story,
okay.
right?
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's a news story that is essentially it's an ad campaign. What I think of, because all of the news story is essentially the reviews on it, right?
Okay.
Guys, honestly, some of the fucking reviews here that you see. So one lad's described the orgasms as electric, right? Where his nerve endings were just cracking and snapping with the energy of it. I don't think that's nerve endings that's snapping, my friend. If I may say so myself.
I mean, with the interview, the Oxford students, I mean, they've like swallowed a thesaurus, haven't they? I mean, Jesus Christ! Anyone else say, good,
yeah.
innit? You imagine interviewing someone from up north about this. What do you think to this guy, Rita? What's wrong with hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even want to entertain it.
God forbid a northern person actually bought it. They wouldn't actually fucking beat around bush, would they? Spade's a spade. You know what I mean? It's like, if you ask a northern person, what do you think to this guy, Brayton? They'd be like, it's as good as a minge I can get. So that's what they'd say.
It's tighter than hers now.
Tighter than Sibs. anyway, so these fucking reviews. So one chap said, it introduced me to a completely new kind of stimulation, but the addition of the interactive feature takes it all to new heights. So
Also, it's interactive. As
yeah,
well.
interactive, and some guys are like talking about remotes and stuff. So I'm like, fucking hell, I need to dig deeper into this. So like, just going through it, it felt good when I took the interactive out of the box and held it in my hands. This must be like some sort of like underground sex deviant language that people know. You know, like we got buzzwords in the.
What, interactive's a buzzword?
Yeah, interactive must be some sort of buzzword in this sort of world. The silicon was soft and velvet-like. There was nothing about it that looked like it was fragile or easy to break. I'm just thinking, fuck me.
How much would you have to go at it to break that though?
Honestly, that guy is gonna absolutely fucking go nuts on that. But
And out of curiosity, how much are they suggesting you part with for this top of the range device? Do
it's
you know?
£100. It's £100.
That means my right hand's free.
Yeah, your right hand's free. You know,
Switch it up to the left if you're feeling so. You know what I
That's
mean?
it,
you know, exactly. Or you know, if you're wanting something a little bit more damp, just go in bath. You know,
There's no worse than
this
folks.
guy put a bit of a medical spin onto it. This review. So this guy called his fucking name, man. It's John Bliss. His name's John Bliss.
Funnily enough, that's what he had.
Yeah, absolute bliss.
Yeah.
So he's rated it as 4-star. Title of his review is "Works for Me." Right.
That's a northern review. That is. Is he northern?
No, he's not northern. He's from the United States. This guy, and his review says, "I have an heart condition that now makes it difficult to achieve an erection." And then in brackets he's put age 60+. And in capital letters, I have a smaller than average penis. Masturbating is a bit like wrestling a washcloth. I can orgasm, but it takes some time and a lot of concentration.
I mean, this is.
What the fuck?
I mean, that's
Fucking hell.
that's in depth, isn't it? More
That is
information you probably
more
should show
so-
with a newspaper from another country.
These are his historic issues. You know what I mean? It's like he's got a heart condition, small dick, and he can't do this and he can't do that. But there's a silver lining with the Hot Octopus Pulse Sensational 2000 or whatever it's fucking called. This little gizmo got me off in no time. It doesn't help with the erectile dysfunction, but it compensates. As with any toy of this sort, you have to experiment to find out how it works best for you. So there's a bit of troubleshooting going on there by John Bliss. This, but it isn't all sunshine and rainbows for this device.
Oh no.
There is some bad reviews on it, unfortunately. Now these are all reviews that you can see on Amazon, so you know
You
if
can only
wanna have a
imagine
look,
what
have a look.
fucking.
So this guy called JM, don't know what that means. What could JM mean?
Just
master.
just the master.
Jerk master.
Just masturbated.
Just
There
masturbated.
you go.
There we go. This thing just pulses and vibrates, but it's too bulky in size. Not really meant to stroke on your shaft, but it's meant to just let your shaft lay in it. Vibrations are okay, but not enough to get someone off. If it did get you off, I'm pretty sure you don't have any erectile dysfunction issues. I don't have ED, erectile dysfunction. There's abbreviations for that
thanks
in
for the
the
clarification.
sexual deviant underground. But just wanted a good toy to play with. It makes my shaft hard, but definitely not enough to make me climax on its own, as some have stated. Although the higher vibes, the higher the vibrations, the louder it gets. So it's very loud. You know, this guy's complaining.
Not discreet.
This guy's complaining because he lives in a bedsit. And, you know, probably above a shop, and somebody's downstairs trying to buy some milk and bread, you know, essentials, and all she can hear is this guy upstairs
Well, apparently that's essential,
laying
isn't
his
it?
cock in a fucking mechanical hot dog, going, work! You know, that's what's made it bad for him. But anyway, just to round this one off, this was the best one that I found. Lasted 5 minutes, disabled. So getting it to post office is impossible. I'm embarrassed enough at spending so much on it, let alone asking someone to send it back. So he's gone to fucking post office and said, "Oh, can I send this back, please? Oh, and can you wrap it?" Fucking class, absolutely class. But yeah, that's sort of like one of the dodgy news stories that I've seen this week. Another one was somebody's dad, 67-year-old chap, gone to doctors, thinks he's got an hernia, you know, and said, "Oh, can you have a look at this for me? I think it's an hernia." So they've gone and had a look, and doctors have said, "Oh yeah, it's an hernia. Let's have an operation." Surgeons have cut into him, right? Cut into hernia, and found what can only be described as not male. So they found essentially a testicle in there. Like the hernia is in his stomach, right? So they found a testicle in there. This guy's like fully intact, you know, he's a male on the outside. There's a testicle in there. There's a womb in there, a little mini womb. How would you know that when you got operating surgery? Like, you know, I'd be holding it up, me, and going, "What the fuck's this?" You know,
That's a good one.
so some guy
I've not
just comes
seen
in and
this
goes, "Oh, I know what that is. That's a mini womb."
I played an operation. That's right. That was there. We were playing that.
And ovaries, and you know, we're always on about facts in Sit Thesen Darn podcast. So the doctors have diagnosed this guy with what's called persistent Mullerian duct syndrome, or PMDS for short, which means that he's actually, you know, sort of like both
Hermaphrodite.
sexes. Yeah, hermaphrodite. That must have been interesting.
Yeah.
Thinking that you just, you know, I'm trying to like apply that principle to my own life. You know,
Well, you'll think, yeah, you're going in for hernia surgery. You wake up to be told you've got a womb.
I'm just trying to put myself into shoes at surgeons, me. You know, you think you're going to tuck into a box of celebrations, and then what have you got? Fucking Quality Street. Oh, fucking hell. Toffee fucking fingers. What's this?
Hang on a minute. These aren't even Quality Streets. These are Sprats.
Hey, I will not have you fucking
Oh,
sort
disgusting.
down Sprouts.
Disgusting.
No, I won't have that.
No,
I won't have that. Sprouts are
There's only
incredible.
three
Vile.
green veg worth even thinking about: peas, green beans, and broccoli.
Not even broccoli.
Mate,
Oh,
there's
that's
not
sad.
wrong with Sprouts.
No, there's everything wrong with them.
Do you know?
Smell.
They're just little
They
mini
taste
cabbages.
No,
They're
I don't
sweet.
like Sprouts.
No.
They're sweet. They're
No.
little sweet pockets of, you know.
Gas.
If somebody
Gas.
ever cut me open, if I went for a surgery and I had an hernia and they cut me open, they won't find testicles in there. They'll find a sprout in there. And I'll go, "This guy eats his green fucking veg."
That's because they're going to cut your stomach open.
If I've got an hernia there in that precise location, yeah. Go on then, Miller. What have you fucking?
Well, I
seen?
was just going to
Go
back
on.
to your story you had a minute ago about sex toys. I was going to jump on.
I feel like
Um,
we're having a theme here. I feel like this.
Yeah.
The theme of the weekly review is essentially sex and.
Well, no, I was going to ask
Weird
if either of
genders.
you two guys had ever used a sex toy, like
Um,
on yourselves or on a partner.
I once had a sandwich bag
Is that a
And
sex
put a
toy?
sandwich in it. That's all I did. Yeah, you were looking there and you were looking around there.
I was like, how does a sandwich bag turn into a sex toy?
The short answer
Although
is no.
putting a sandwich in a sandwich bag is very sexy.
I've seen stuff like, you see it on Amazon. If you search, you do one of those open-ended searches like, man gadgets. If you're looking for something. Yeah, because that could be anything.
That's the discreet way of finding them.
That's essentially Red 5 in a nutshell, isn't it?
That's when
shop.
you go on
So, like, if you ain't got the money to spend, or you can't be asked to go to Red 5, you just search Amazon man gadgets, and then loads of stuff.
I'm not gonna lie. In
In
30 years of living, I don't think I ever typed into Google man gadgets.
Well, I'm just giving an example.
Well,
Sorry,
in answer to the actual question you actually asked me, I've been having a gander down a few interesting Reddit, not Reading, place in England that we don't talk about.
Fucking Reading.
Fucking Reading.
Next door to Basingstoke.
I don't like it.
The fact I know the geography is shocking.
Yes, it is. So I came across an interesting Reddit question, and it was, so you find out you're going to die in 5 years' time. What do you do for your remaining 5 years on Earth? And you can imagine some of the sort of your generic answers. So, first one that comes up, cocaine and hookers. Yeah, I mean, someone else.
What I do. Pull solo essential.
Just 5 years of that
Just
straight.
so I could.
Just 5 years of that straight.
Just so I could write a legit review and just give people a good old steer. Sorry, Miller.
No, it's fine. I mean, I did want to ask you guys what you would do if you literally knew you're limited to 5 years. Like 5 years from now, you knew that's it, game over, done, no coming back. Is there anything you'd do, knowing that whatever you did do, would the consequences of them actions would still have an effect on other people?
Well, to be honest, I don't know if you've got life insurance, but that essentially gets you a payout on your life insurance. So like I'd cash that in, and then I'd probably not last that 5 years if I'm honest, because even if I've got 20 quid in my wallet, that's going straight into the local offer and getting a few beers on a Tuesday night. So like times that.
Would there not be anything you'd do like that you think I've always wanted to do this?
I like it here.
There's got to be things you've not done here.
Like, is there all you do, like, somewhere else, but you could do it here?
Yeah, could go paragliding.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, you could. Yeah.
Things in like a bucket list almost. That
But
you're
it's a
ticking
little
off.
bit of an inconvenience, isn't it? I like to think even if I'm dying or I've got 5 years left, I'd still spend my Saturdays fucking hoovering.
See, I'd stop caring.
Would you?
I'd fully stop caring.
Oh no.
If I knew I had 5 years to live, I'd probably buy a fucking mobile home and stop getting a crap and stop washing. And
Just turn into a gypsy.
just turn into a gypsy. And I'd just go wherever I want, do whatever I want to do whatever I want to do.
Do whatever.
Do what I want, who I want, when I want.
Yeah.
I don't know.
With or without them.
I think if you've got like 5 years left, you've got 5 years left. I think you'd stop caring.
Do you think like situations vary that though? Because like obviously like I've got a family, like I've got kids and stuff, and like I don't know if I'd just abandon them 5 years and just fuck off and do whatever I want, or whether I'd like to see the last 5 years of them before. You know what I mean?
think it's
So
very
like
situational.
definitely situation differs. Like you already doing the things you want to do anyway on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So like you won't, or would you not want to like go America and like see like a film, like just literally like I don't know.
Go to America and watch a film.
No.
Is that what you just said?
No,
Got
like-
Cineworld down the road.
No, I mean like, would you go and like sneak on set somewhere, like a film that's being done?
Oh.
You know, like something you would never, you know that if you get done for it, fuck it, don't matter.
No, because I've been on film sets.
Well, like Hollywood film. Though.
Well, not like Hollywood films. But
Yeah,
I've been
that's
on
what I mean.
I've been on like built sets, like
Yeah.
a proper built set.
Yeah.
So like, that would be something I'd do. I'd like to travel. I think a travel thing would be like Japan's always somewhere.
Yeah,
I'd
like
to go.
I'd like to see
Yeah.
like Seven Wonders, you know, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
If you knew that, so you've got Great Wall of China,
Yeah.
Machu Picchu,
Pyramids.
You've got what's that in Jordan? That's
Oh, Petra.
Petra.
I thought that there were only
There's
so many
seven.
left.
There's 7 ancient wonders.
I thought it
7 ancient wonders, yeah. But one of those ancient wonders is like Hanging Gardens of Babylon, innit? That doesn't
something
exist
like that.
anymore.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and one of ancient,
Sure, one of them. Yeah,
one of
them,
ancient
yeah.
wonders as well, Colossus of Rhodes. That doesn't exist anymore. I'm sure it doesn't. Well, I know it doesn't.
So the 7 ancient wonders. There's the Great Pyramids of Giza,
Yeah.
the Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
That's not there anymore.
It says it's evident. That's all. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
evident. You've got existence unresolved.
What
it
is
says.
evidence of that?
It
That
says
is a
it-
fucking plant.
Well, no, it says here.
Oh, this must be Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
So it says.
No, it's not. It's Garden Centre.
It's Dobbies. It says its existence is unresolved.
Right.
Whatever that means.
What does that mean?
It means
This-
they figured out. it
Unresolved.
So,
that means
yeah,
that
so-
I've got a fucking-
No,
So
no, no,
actually, the Great
we're
Wall
not
of
sure.
China isn't coming up as the ancient wonders. You got Taj Mahal,
Yeah.
which was built because he wanted to win over his wife.
Yeah.
Bit expensive that. Just get some flowers from a petrol station on my own. You know what I mean? That's what we all do. You know what I
Take
mean?
her home some Lurpak and not clover this time. You know, Lurpak
You know.
is the proper stuff.
Just spend that £2 more on your butter,
Exactly.
and she'll love you
Now,
forever.
fucking great toast.
Yeah, it's got to be warm. You got to be fresh out toast though, so it melts into
Oh yeah, definitely. Get that
cooker.
crumpety goodness
The
in
to
fucking
crumpets now.
toast.
So and then there's the Colosseum, which we all know
Yeah,
very well. Quite a batter now. Machu Picchu, Christ the Redeemer.
Oh, Rio.
Of course. Yeah, Christ
Rio
the
de
Redeemer.
Janeiro.
Chichen Itza,
Chichen Itza, yeah.
Petra, as we said, Great Wall of China. Yeah. But
Hadrian's Wall, is that in there?
no.
That's just one of them fucking things.
Just a wall.
Did you
It's
know?
not even a wall, though. Have you been?
No.
You've been to
Nah,
Hadrian's
it's
Wall.
it's all half
fucking
knocked
shit.
down. It's half knocked down.
It's fucking
Did you know
shit.
that there's still a law written in UK Parliament that if you go to it's a certain point near Wales, like North Wales, like Cheshire,
Yeah.
something like that, you can shoot a Welshman with a bow and arrow legally.
Can you?
It's still in. It's also in the laws that it's illegal to die in the House of
in the
Parliament.
House of Parliament. Yeah, like anybody's going to ever enforce that.
Yeah, well,
Oh, you've died.
there
you
were
must lock
another.
him
There
up.
were another random one bringing up on that. There were one that you know the policemen that wear the old-fashioned hard like
The bobby
top
hats.
boots? Yeah. Apparently, if a woman's pregnant and she needs a wig,
Chicken wing out, yeah.
she could ask for the
No.
policeman's
Yeah,
soft
yeah,
hat and
yeah.
wee in
Yeah.
the hat. Apparently,
Yeah,
that's
but obviously,
that's
you
the
think
thing.
about it.
Was
When
that all before? Is that why they
No,
have
I really wish it were.
just in case anybody
Just in
needs a
case.
toilet? How can we design this
Yeah,
uniform?
I can only presume.
So much menacing, but we need something for just in case a pregnant woman comes over and needs this.
I can only
Let's put a
presume.
big hat on.
I can only presume because in 1800s when they brought them in, that is. There won't be many public toilets about. I can only presume.
I
So
thought,
let's carry one
I
of
thought
those
the
out.
world was a public toilet in the 1800s. To be fair,
Yeah, but maybe a pregnant woman don't want to go down an alleyway and piss on the
maybe.
floor, especially in front of a policeman with a hat.
Maybe women just didn't want to go down alleyways in general in London in those days because I'm sure Jack the Ripper was knocking about.
Hey, probably had a. I thought you were more Yorkshire. No, that's Yorkshire.
Yeah, it's
innit?
Yorkshire Ripper. That's Peter Sutcliffe. That. What on about?
Peter Sutcliffe, weren't he on Gavin and Stacey?
What?
Gavin
What?
and Stacey's got. Do you know the neighbour?
Yeah.
Pete is Peter
I've
Sutcliffe.
never
That's his
seen.
name.
I've never seen Gavin and Stacey. I've never watched it.
What?
Mate, this brings us on, right? So,
No.
fucking unpopular opinion, right?
Yeah.
Right, unpopular opinion. James Corden is not funny. Anything that he's in, I will never watch. And anything that he touches, I do not want anything to do with. He's an absolute fucking arsehole. Just one of those
I wouldn't
cringy
say-
guys
I wouldn't say
that
that's
just
an unpopular
exists. And he's made it big in America because people are like, oh, look, fucking, this guy from UK is, he's a bit jolly. But he's not. He's not jolly. He's just a cunt. Fucking can't stand him. Can't stand him.
I love Gavin and Stacey. As much as I'm not the biggest James Corden fan, I like the other characters. I think they're really good. But
I won't
yeah,
watch it because he's in it.
there's a lot of stuff. I mean, I don't like him. I'm on fence with him. I don't dislike him.
I wouldn't say that's an unpopular opinion.
No, I don't
Do
think
you
it is. No.
Because I think there's a lot of people that.
Especially, do you know,
I think
in
That
the,
must be
people don't like
that
it.
must be the environment that I'm living
I
in.
think
as well.
I think that's a British thing though, because I hear a
it's
lot of British
definitely
people say they don't like him, but for some
Yeah.
strange reason, America.
Well,
they
it's
love
definitely
him.
a British comedy thing. Like, do you know the actual comedy like circuits? They really don't like him, and it's because he just pops up in everything.
Yeah,
Even when
does.
he's not necessarily required.
When he did that thing for fucking comic relief or whatever, and doing the shit with the England team, pretending he
when
were
he was
like
Smith,
fucking Mike Bassett.
No, that's because that's his character from Gavin and Stacey.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck off, man! Honestly, I didn't know that were an unpopular opinion. That weren't an unpopular opinion.
No, I don't think it. I think yeah.
I live in an environment at home. I'm oppressed at home, right? And our lads,
What, that doc?
my missus, all the family absolutely love James Corden. And there was something on years ago, and what were it? In fact, I think it's still on that Sky. Where they do that panel show,
Oh, League of Their Own.
League of Their Own, right? And they were on it, and they were like, say, "Oh, let's watch this. James Corden's on." I'm like,
You'll be happy to know. I don't think you don't know that anymore.
That's not something I've ever seen myself. Had myself.
I
said,
quite like it.
James Corden's on that program. I must watch it. That's not something I've ever.
No,
that's
but at the
what
same
they're like,
time,
but
I'm
they're
not.
like,
I'm not
"Oh,
the other
yeah,
way
he's
around
dead
where he's on it. I can't stand watching that.
They just think he's dead funny, and
He's
they'll
not.
they'll go out of the way to watch something that.
I don't know if this is an unpopular, but do you know the person I really can't stand, and if they're ever on TV or anything, it puts me off watching it. Claudia Winkleman.
Oh, Claudia Winkleman.
Oh, she thinks
Who
she's
does
so
the
funny.
L'Oreal adverts?
Head and shoulders.
Head and Shoulders. That's
Oh,
it.
she is.
She's Head and Shoulders.
She's got the
Sometimes on
stupid
Mock the Week
fucking
and
fringe.
stuff like that, and she's got like a.
Oh, she
she's
does
got
strictly.
dark hair.
She does strictly.
She's got a fringe like fascias and softies on your arm.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah. She does. What's something to do with Big Brother at one point?
No, that would be
Davina.
No, did she take up? I think
No.
Claudia
No,
Winkleman.
that's Emma
Well,
Willis.
something to do with
You'll know her if
program.
you see her. Google her. You'll know her. If
She
you see her.
did. She definitely did. She does now. She does Strictly Come Dancing.
Do you know what else? I don't like?
Oh.
Well, it's not that I don't like him. It's just that I don't rate him. Jimmy Carr.
Oh, no, see, I really like
I'm
it.
not.
Nah,
I'm
I
not
think
fully
he's
struck
just-
on his stand-up, but you put him in a room like on a roast. He's fucking brilliant. With roast
I think
battles.
he's just
That-
got one. He's got one gear, and
That's his thing with
it.
his stand-ups. His jokes are good and they're
He
funny,
involves
but
audience well.
it's the when he gets heckled and he's
Yeah.
got the quick comebacks.
No,
That's when
yeah.
I like him.
I love him on roast
think
battles.
that's planted.
Have you ever watched?
You think so?
Yeah.
If you watch the roast of Pete Davidson, he delivers one of the most absolutely devastating lines, and like when he's there for pushing the barriers, but he makes a joke about Pete Davidson's dad. Now Pete Davidson's dad died in 9/11, right?
Oh, I think I've seen this.
And he says, but we're not. He says about his dad were heroic. He died in 9/11. He says, but we're not here to talk about his dad. This is the roast of Pete Davidson. The roast of his dad was in 2001. And you're like, oh shit.
Fucking hell.
But he took it well. Like, he took it really well, Pete Davidson, because he knew it weren't.
Yeah.
I think thing is when comedians make jokes like that, as long as the other person who's being joked on knows that that is not
That's
malice,
surely-
it's a joke, it's purely for a laugh, and obviously it's been a long time.
Surely it's got to be something that's like
He'll
cleared
have-
before they like.
Definitely.
You don't walk
all
onto
these
a stage and
all
go,
these roast battles
your
have got to
dad
be clear.
burned.
but like, there's no way these TV politicians are going to let out air that they don't know about. So it's definitely everything's been pushed through.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I just don't like him. I just think he's just got one gear, and like something that's come out on Netflix recently, like his Dark Materials. I watched it. I
That's
watched it
his
for 10
stand-up,
minutes
yeah.
because our lass's brother said it was good. So I'm like, all right, I'll give him a fucking chance. But it's just honestly, the first 10 minutes is it's just so boring, so boring.
Yeah.
It's not something like. The only reason people find it funny is because it's offensive, right?
Yeah.
And it's not actually funny. It's just because they've been living in a world where not a lot of offensive things happen. Anyway, you know what I mean? Not a lot of offensive things happen day to day.
For me, with offensive humour though, as long as if you laugh and then realise actually that's
I don't mind it
awful.
being dropped in now and again. You know, like, I'm all for it. I just think that if it's offensive humour, it's only offensive to the people that it offends if they can't even if they don't understand a joke, right? It's only offensive for like really really bad if it's hate, right?
Yeah.
But
if it's aggressive
just
and it's meant to hurt
just
someone.
constant fucking barrage, and it's like, mate, have you got anything else? Because this is a bit fucking shit. It's like, I don't know. It's like fucking what's her name that were in I'm a Celeb. All she does is just talk about poo. You know,
Oh, Gillian
McKeith. That's all she did. Is you're a one-trick pony. Poo. Gillian McKeith. Poo. That's what you associate her with. You know,
It's
that's
like
what
what was she called now?
Jimmy
Who were in Big Brother? I think she did Jungle and all. Kim Finger Cleaner. Or did I clean your house? No, she was the cleaner. Did I clean your house? Big woman, but
blonde hair.
tied up hair.
posh girl, posh woman. She's a
Oh,
bit
she
posh.
speaks.
She speaks really posh, but she looks like she's fucking chewing on asbestos.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, I can't remember her surname, but yeah, she saves like she's known for
Asbestosis. That's the
Kim
same.
asbestosis. I've come across another one. Just going back to Reddit posts as well. I found quite interesting. I thought some of our opinions on this one might go well. Is who do you think you'd win in a fight? A gorilla or a grizzly bear, and why? Two of probably the alphas of the jungle, shall we say, or the wild wilderness.
Gorilla or just a normal
Just says gorilla. But
Which is a normal gorilla.
Well, there's normal.
What's a normal gorilla?
A normal
I
gorilla.
thought they were only a silverback.
No, because there's
gorilla.
like gorillas that are just like gorillas, and then silverback's like that big fuck off dude that comes out with
Yeah.
bollocks swinging.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, you know.
But they're all the
shoulders
same,
for
aren't they?
days.
Silverback.
No,
gorilla.
silverback's like the Mac Daddy Alpha.
Right.
And like a gorilla's just like its little bitch. Like they're them right skinny things, aren't they? They're like fucking.
No,
throw
they're
shit-
chimps.
They throw shit at you. No, they're gorillas.
They're different species.
No, there's like
no,
just-
there's a difference between apes and monkeys.
No, that's what I mean. But there's
So you
two
got
different types of gorillas.
Orangutans
there's
and
like-
gorillas are apes.
Like a
They're not the big
silverback
fuckers.
gorilla's.
Oh, you mean like ape family then?
Yeah.
That's a normal gorilla, like an ape family.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
that, the bottom, like before it, like
If
when
it
you
were
go,
a silverback,
you go to a
I'd be
zoo
like-
and you see a gorilla, you know you're looking at a gorilla.
I
like,
think a
it's
grizzly bear would win.
Is it against us like an average gorilla?
It says just a gorilla, so yeah.
So just an average, a bear, 100%.
I think a grizzly bear would win a silverback though.
I don't think it'd win a silverback.
Why not?
Power, man.
Power, man. Have you seen
It's got thumbs.
Grizzly,
The
no.
grizzly bear is so fast as
It
well.
is,
They run
but
at
like-
40 miles
Grizzly
an hour.
bears not just got thumbs though; they've got claws.
They've got
mate.
claws,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think on like
You'll get one swipe on that. So
yeah, but like a
That's the thing, they've
silverback,
got,
a
like, so
silverback.
many dangerous bits.
I can
on
imagine
them.
a grizzly's quite nimble and all. You know, I bet they can
Well,
go into all
They
like
can,
karate fucking swirls and shit.
Mm.
Yeah.
But like, they said that like the silverback's got like an unbelievable amount of power, and like, what's up with lifting bear and just
maybe.
slam dunking it?
I don't think they'd be able to do that. I
Plus,
think
they do
a
have
grizzly
they have
bear
a
is
mean
running
bite in them.
a
silverbacks.
silverback gorilla at 40 miles an hour. That silverback gorilla is not. And do you know it's not stopping it? And do you know why as well? The grizzly bear would win. It's got a long mouth. It's got a long snout on it.
Hmm.
So like,
It gets in bite first.
yeah, grizzly fucking what's it called?
Gorilla.
Silverback gorilla. I'm getting mixed up here. Silverback
Flat,
gorilla, like
flat.
flatter face, right? Can't fucking reach out with its teeth. Yeah.
Yeah, but it can get under.
Yeah, maybe, but like, I don't know. Like,
It can get under. Can't
it's
that's
just
what
like
they do.
it's like Kong versus Godzilla, isn't it? You know,
Yeah.
who would win?
What about if I put this to you then? Someone's first comment, they didn't say who would win and why. Their first question was, why are they fighting?
It's a very valid question.
Oh yeah. So to which someone replied saying, this is definitely important
There's been a
information.
disaster at Twycross.
So someone said the gorilla fucked the grizzly's woman. This is what started the argument off. And someone just put gorilla bear cubs is a scary thought. So yeah, if I think if the gorilla fucked the grizzly's woman, the grizzly comes with a vengeance and knocks the shit out of that cunt.
yeah, 100%.
I say it depends on who's start. I always think who starts a fight has got the momentum because if they're not expecting that fight,
I think it also depends where it is. Are you in the gorilla's environment or the bear's environment? Because the two different
jungle and
environments.
woods, yeah, I suppose wilderness and jungle are two different.
Because if you put the gorilla
I
in,
think just
in
put
a
them
woods,
neutral environment. That's a fair.
put them in
that's
desert.
that's
Put them in
a-
desert.
in desert.
Fuck
That's a
it.
fair way to
Ah,
measure
I think
it.
a desert's
Neutral
a
environment.
desert. Put them in water.
It's like
Put them in
Mortal
sea.
Kombat, innit?
Put them in
Yeah,
sea.
but
Bears can swim quite well, can't
Pick
they?
your venue.
Put them on a raft. In sea.
In a raft.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know, like Life of Pi with that tiger.
I was just about to say Life of Pi, bastard. Okay, no, but yeah, grizzly bear all day for me.
I think
Grizzly bear all
I
day.
like you put valid points off because of the strength of that gorilla.
Like if that gorilla lands one good swing to the head of that bear, it's going night.
The other thing as well is
bears have been shot right in America and stuff, and they've still cracked on. You know, it just brushed it off. Like
What about-
it's like that
Yeah, but,
knife
like,
off
you know,
fucking
like,
Monty Python.
I'm
It's
sure,
just
like, the
"'Tis
gorilla's-
but a flesh wound."
I'm sure like
And
the
they'll still
gorilla's
tear
got
your
like
face off.
a good ton of punch behind. Like
I
weight
just think,
behind
do you
it.
know if the gorilla,
Well,
it
if there's
gets a good
gorillas
hit.
walking around out there like Ivan fucking Drago.
There are though. That's the thing. There are. There
he
are.
dies, he dies.
That's what they do.
Yeah. Ooh, ooh.
The thing is, right, what if that gorilla gets one good punch on that bear? Because a bear's head in the biggest, is it? Like, as in, I bet they've got a thick skull.
I reckon they have.
Do you reckon?
Yeah,
What,
I
thicker
reckon
than a
they have.
gorilla's?
I reckon they've got a thick skull because they've got a
Because
lot...
gorillas are like leather, aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't know, mate.
You said that
like,
point about
just-
bears being shot though. Gorillas have been shot and cracked on.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I think it'd be.
I think the anatomy of a gorilla is a lot more sort of like fragile than the anatomy of a bear. You think of yourself, like there's similarities between us, our anatomy, and a gorilla's anatomy. We've got weak points, fucking kidney punch, right? But the bear's got a big fucking teeth, so instead of kidney punch, it's like kidney bite.
Yeah,
You
but
make
what-
like kidney
what
into
if-
kidney
what if-
beans, man.
What if gorilla like come up, uppercutted it straight into dick? You ever seen that video with bear twizzling sticking itself in dick? Quite proven that bears have sensitive balls. Gorilla could, come in, straight in.
I tell you
1,
what,
2.
if this ever takes off and we ever get a budget, then I would definitely consider going down to Harrods, buying 2 exotic animals, and then just putting them to fight to death together. 100%. I'd be up for that.
And then we get shut down for
We
animal
get shut
cruelty.
down for animal cruelty.
Yeah, but worth it. At least we've answered the
The
age-old
age-old
question.
Yeah, because
We're doing a fucking service.
Because I've
all
always
hero
thought about
kids.
going down to the local pet shop and getting a silverback gorilla.
I'd make,
Or
you
we
know,
could
you
just
know,
do a
you
really
know,
budget one, just get a chinchilla and a fucking chameleon.
if things like that were right, that'd make a great TV program. Find out the world's best apex predator.
There is a
Like, you just-
there is a
Surely
thing for
there
that.
is.
There is a thing for that. Like people on YouTube, they put like stuff in like killer insects
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and they put in mice and rats and stuff and crabs and lobsters. Put them in tanks, right? And like who dies first, and then everybody votes. Really fucking sinister. It's like fucking battle royale, because it's illegal on humans, but completely legal on these like defenseless creatures. Right? So they put them in this tank, like, who'd win out? The scorpion and a fucking rat, right? So they put them in this tank and just wait until something dies. And then it'll just go, the scorpion won. Alright, you sit there thinking, no fucking shit. No shit. Oh dear. But going back to fucking unpopular opinions for a sec. I don't know. What's your thoughts on like Greek food?
I love it.
I love Greek food.
Nah.
Really?
Nah. Not a chance. Koftas,
Love it.
gyros, or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck it's called. Nah.
But
it's disgusting.
what kind of Greek food are you talking about? Are you talking like
It's
kebabs?
all the same. I'm not talking about.
I'm not
kebabs.
talking about
I'm
like
talking
Greek
about-
food, like olive leaves, like and like.
I just
Right.
think it's all very same, mate. It's all cubes of stuff. So whether it's tomatoes, onion, olives, fucking meat or whatever, feta, it's all cubes of stuff just mounded together, and it's just all it's all the same.
I think that's definitely an unpopular opinion.
Yeah, it is.
because I
It's disgusting.
I could quite happily eat Greek
There's
food.
there's a takeaway near us.
Greedy
Greedy Greek Deli.
Greek deli.
Greedy Greek Deli.
Love
I've looked at it before, right? This is how shit it is.
It's not
Right.
shit though. It's nice.
Have you
I've
been
eaten
there?
it, yeah.
Fuck me. It's
So
a minimum
nice.
fucking £40 spend to get it delivered.
No, I'm not delivered. I've been to
Oh,
the
right.
shop. Oh, you fucking get Greek food delivered. That's weird.
Let me just have a look at the menu here. 'Cause it'll tell you what the menu is on this fucker. So, for starters, we've got 3 starters. We've got lamb and tomato soup, vegetable soup, which I don't see as a Greek thing. Anyway, chicken and vegetable soup. No wrong with them. And then you get into the usual shit. Stuffed tomatoes with beef mince.
That's nice. I've had that.
Nah.
That's nice.
Nah.
I'll eat all of that.
Stuffed peppers with beef mince. It's just, everything's just stuffed.
What's wrong with that?
It's just stuff it with mince. Like stuffed tomatoes, stuffed peppers, stuffed courgettes, stuffed aubergines, all with mince. Stuff things with mince.
But I don't understand what's your issue with stuffing things.
Mate, if I've got a choice, right? Do you know like
You're taking one good
do
thing?
you know when
and
people
merging
say right? What one thing? You're on a fucking Greek island. You know?
Greek islands.
You're on a fucking desert island, right? You've got nothing. What food can you eat, or even just the world in general? What could you live without? Like Greek food.
Oh yeah, 100%. There's food I'd like take on top of Greek food.
But there's a lot of stuff that
But
comes
like-
from Greece that goes into other meals. But I could just completely live without it.
No, I can understand that.
Yeah, it's not like at the top of my list of
Yeah.
like
I think
foods
it's
like.
just
But
disgusting.
it's definitely not. I definitely don't like dislike it.
Everything just
No.
tastes like. Do you know there's mush that you get on top of a bruschetta? Right.
Yeah.
Everything just tastes like that. That's Greek food. That's how I fucking think of Greek food.
I
Everything's
like
just
a bruschetta.
mushy, crunchy, olive oil, mushy. It's too healthy.
Say mushy one more time.
Go on,
Sure.
yeah, yeah. They're alright with the kebabs, but not with the rest. Another fucking piece of shit I don't like. We're sort of like merging like unpopular opinions and stuff that like pisses me off here, but Masked Singer, that fucking pisses me off. What's the point?
Get the point in that.
What's
I
the
just like
fucking
I like
point?
the trivia of it. That's all.
I knew
Oh,
you'd
just-
like that, Miller.
I like to guess.
Yeah, I know
No,
you
I'm
do.
puzzled,
You
man.
like the unknown, don't you?
I'm a puzzle.
But if you like the
Puzzle, man.
unknown, why don't you figure out how we can get to fucking Mars in 3 seconds? You know.
Because
No.
I'm not that smart.
I know, but just put you.
If it were that smart, we wouldn't be doing this
Just put it to
yeah,
good use.
yeah, I wouldn't be sat here right now.
Yeah. Well, that's.
But
what
no,
it is.
I share your opinion on that stupid whatever the fuck.
I see it on
but
Twitter every week.
I don't. Like I see people getting really hyped about it and like, oh, I can't wait for that. And
Yeah.
Who's that under? Then I'm like, the thing is though, from what I could see, they're not even singers underneath.
Well,
the,
yeah, they're
Not
all
always.
characters.
So like, I'll do a previous series so in case I don't know if anyone will watch you listen to the show anyway, but so you've had like Teddy Sheringham.
You're like I like.
They give clues. They have a clue package.
What did he sing? Fucking Park Life.
Do you know what? I think he might have done that.
No, he fucking did not.
He definitely sang one of them sort of like talky songs. Definitely. But,
John's got Brewers
But
Drew.
they've had like big people on it and all like that. Like they had Skin from Skunk and Nancy. I don't know if you know Skunk and Nancy.
I don't.
They've had Jason Manford. Who won it? Nicole Roberts from Girls Aloud. She won it.
Well, she's a singer. That's cheating.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. But it's
Yeah, well,
But yeah,
I don't
But
get it.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm like that with a lot of like.
Gamey shows,
Yeah,
like
TV
X
shows,
Factor,
yeah,
Voice,
don't do nothing at all for
yeah,
me.
Masked Singer. No.
Like, it's partly because of adverts as well. I just can't stand normal TV because of
Can I-
adverts. I can't.
what channel is it all on?
ITV.
ITV.
Yeah.
But that's their.
They've
that's,
got a budget for all that. You know, I'm just saying they've got a budget for all that. We don't pay a TV license for that shit. You know, but they've got that budget, and what do we get from BBC? Alby City.
The Wheel, Michael McIntyre's Wheel.
Fucking hell. Oh, I can't stand him either. Michael
I don't
McIntyre.
mind him.
I don't think
It's just like this all the time. Fucking wobbling his head and just really fucking over the top.
Oh dear.
Just this little
You know-
pretentious
you know what?
boy.
You know, I think a better question for you would be: which comedian do you actually like?
I loved Sean Locke, me.
Oh,
Sean
that's a
Locke
great
is
choice.
fucking
Sean Locke
brilliant.
was brilliant.
He
Sean
were
Locke was
one
brilliant.
of one of a kind.
Do you know what? Sometimes as well, like Jack D. Jack D's just so miserable, but the way that he says something is just fucking hilarious.
I never really took to his stand up. I liked him on stuff, but I never really took to his stand up.
Yeah. His stand-up can be a bit hit and miss, but like there's, just like everybody, there's one particular stand-up. I can't remember the name of it, but that was really funny. And then I did watch another one of Jack D where he weren't funny, so I agree with you on that. But who else? Obviously, Lee Evans. He were a class.
Yeah.
He were a class actor. all the way
Yeah,
around.
I would see.
A lot of people didn't like him either because they were a bit over the top, weren't they?
Nah, I like
But
that.
do you know what he was? He wants somebody. He could talk about everything,
Yeah.
everything, and obviously the greatest Peter Kay.
Not by far. I was gutted when we got tickets and we couldn't see him.
Yeah,
Absolutely good.
I went to see Mickey Flanagan. I like him as well.
Mickey Flanagan's-
Mickey Flanagan's good.
Brilliant.
yeah.
Mickey Flanagan's well.
It's not
funny.
going air. It's going air.
I like Kevin Bridges as well.
Kevin
Yeah,
Bridges.
Kevin Bridges. Is
It's
good.
the way it's a way he delivers a punchline.
Is that
It's
the
like,
Scottish guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like really like boom, punchline.
Mm.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
Yeah.
But
One last thing before we move on, right? This might be an unpopular opinion with you two, but it's a culture. This is how I live my life. So tomato sauce,
right, yeah.
Okay.
Tomato sauce, anywhere near a full English breakfast or a subsidiary of a full English breakfast. That could be a bacon sandwich, bacon and sausage sandwich, bacon sausage and egg sandwich, bacon and egg sandwich, sausage and egg sandwich. Red sauce, anywhere near it, right? The people who do that, this should be a crime. It should be made illegal, punishable by law, and you should be chemically castrated so you can't reproduce.
See, I think that's 100% one of the most unpopular opinions.
No, I wouldn't have ketchup on a
full
English.
Yeah.
But I would have it on a sausage sandwich.
Yeah.
Especially
like
an egg sandwich.
Like a bacon sarnie.
No, not bacon. Bacon's brown sauce, sausage red sauce.
See, I don't like brown sauce too vinaigrette. It don't go for me.
Red sauce on a sausage and egg sandwich.
Yeah, like on a sausage sarnie, I'd have red sauce 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I'm not. I don't consume red sauce.
Really?
We've got red sauce in our house.
Red sauce and chips, man. Oh.
But that is for the the female that lives there.
That lives
the male
under the stairs.
Yeah, I
He just puts
This-
it in a cupboard.
He has
stuff
brown
in our
sauce
house.
on his chips.
We've got stuff in our house, and I try and forget that it exists. So we've got tuna chunks that I don't get.
But what's your
nowhere
reason
near
for not liking ketchup?
What, red sauce?
Yeah.
It just don't go with anything.
It could be so
It
many
comes with
things.
so many things.
But if it does, then why don't you have tomatoes on your meal?
Because it's not the same.
Right.
I have
so
tomatoes.
yeah, so on your full English,
Oh.
right, you've already got tomatoes on there.
Yeah.
Right?
If I'm not having a full English, I've already said that.
No, I'm saying like from this sort of scenario,
Right, okay.
right? If you on the full English, you've already got like chopped tomatoes or plum
Yeah.
tomatoes on your plate.
Mm.
So why do you need red sauce?
You don't.
Not in that scenario.
Right. So
I
Again,
completely agree that you don't
my
belong on a full
granddad,
English.
yeah, he has. I was talking to you this about this
Yeah.
other day, yesterday, not the other day. My granddad, right? He'll come around. He'll have a Sunday meal, right?
No.
Sunday dinner.
No.
You've got mint sauce, apple sauce, the usual shit.
Mm.
He'll go, has they got any ketchup? Has they got
No,
any
no,
ketchup?
that's Sunday roast.
because my granddad's the exact same.
It's
with
offensive.
sauce.
Oh,
Yeah.
not roast.
Like you'll put even like if he puts gravy on it, he'll put ketchup on it.
Nah, it's wrong.
And I'm
The
like,
sauce for me is dependent on what meat you've got as well.
it's dependent.
what do
I
you
think
have
it's
red
dependent
sauce
on the
with?
meal.
When I red sauce, definitely chips. I don't actually mind it with if I have, like a pie at Leighton, and like it's a dry pie, no gravy, ketchup on that.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Chicken and mushroom pie with ketchup on it.
No.
Tasty.
Chips is a standard.
Yeah.
Chip butter,
Like a sausage sarnie and egg
definitely
sarnie.
sausage sandwich, sausage and egg
Chip
sandwich.
butter, I'll have curry on my chip butter. Or peas. Curry sauce or peas on my chip
See,
butter.
the thing is with red
Do you not have
sauce,
gravy
it's
if
more
you have curry
regular.
sauce?
Sometimes I have gravy, but I try to steer away from it from chippy. Like pie, peas and gravy, yeah. But anything else, like our lass has fish chips and gravy. I think that's wrong.
Mushy peas with fish and chips.
Mushy peas with fish and
I have,
chips. You have fish, peas and gravy. I can see you fucking slowly.
yeah, but the thing,
Oh, I'm
I've
one of
had this
those
argument with
nonsense.
so many people before though. Like, why do you have gravy with your fish and chips? I'm like, but my gravy doesn't touch the fish. I use the gravy to dunk my chips in. It never goes anywhere near the fish.
So you keep
It's
it
not
in
like
the,
I
you
pour
keep
it
it in the
over
pot.
the fucking
Can you
fish.
actually guarantee that?
100% because it always comes in a little pot. And I put the pot to the side.
Can you guarantee that at a molecular level?
Yeah.
If it's still in the
That
pot,
is a I degree of certainty that you've got on yourself there.
yeah, but if it's in the
100%.
pot,
Actually, you did that, didn't we? When we were to Whitby,
Yeah.
you had a little pot of gravy.
Yeah.
And,
Because every time you order it, it comes in a little pot. You put it to the side, away from your fish, and you dump your chip in. I don't understand what people's issue is. Like, they're like, oh, you don't have fish with gravy. I'm like, I'm not fucking pouring me gravy on my fish, am I?
struck a nerve there. Sorry, Carl.
Well, it's a yeah.
Thanks for the venue.
I think on that note, I think we need to. I think we could have a break on that one. Welcome back. In this next section, I think we're just going to ask each other what's getting on the week. What's up with you this week? Anything that's grinding the old gears?
Oh, fucking hell. What you got, Carl?
Am I going first?
If you want, mate.
I mean, one of the things that really does my head in is that, you know, like when you're driving, people don't indicate. It's like, it's not like it's hard. It's like you're driving and it's there. It's like literally next to your hand. And especially when like your point earlier, roundabouts.
Talk me through a scenario then. Roundabouts. So, are you behind somebody or are you waiting to come out?
No, so like say you're at a mini roundabout. They're the worst. They're the worst for it. Because like indication on that is kind of essential on who goes. And if you come to them and you're like staring at person, you're like, he's not indicating. Person to the right is not indicating. You're like, someone make a foot, and then you do that thing where you go, and then other person goes, and it's just all that can be avoided by literally just going tap.
See, I don't indicate a lot. I indicate, you know, if somebody's up my arse that I think they've got potential to run into the back of me, and I just can't be bothered with all that stuff from Aviva. I will indicate, but changing lanes on the motorway, no. When I'm exiting a roundabout, no. Just get off. You know, I just see it all as a playground to just piss you off. You know, I'm just wanting to bump into you one of these days on the road and just piss you off, Carl. That's what I'm waiting for.
It's not indicating right. It's up there with being it wrong lane at a roundabout.
Oh yeah, being in
lane discipline. Oh
yeah.
The people that go straight on in right hand lane, that into right hand lane, or they go left, they go all the way around in left hand lane.
Yeah. Like it's Spain. Yeah, like you're driving in Spain. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. There's advanced warning signs tell you where you need to be. Like, look, and if you can't see it, die. All good Specsavers. There you go. Sorry, it's not the extreme. Was that?
I don't like people that indicate right to go straight on the roundabout.
Yeah, that I don't get.
I don't get it. You're not going right. Yeah. It's a directional signal.
What if there's
so like they get halfway around roundabout and they indicate to like say
no, they'll be in the left hand lane with the right hand indicator on.
All right.
And then when they get past the first exit, they indicate left after they've been indicating right.
I've never experienced
I've experienced it and I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Like, if you're going straight on, there's no need to indicate.
No. I've experienced that when...
Indicate when you leave junction.
Yeah. I've experienced that when somebody's in... You know, like when you've got lanes at a traffic lights, and one goes straight on and left, and one goes right only.
Yeah.
Right? I've experienced that where somebody's been in the right only lane, sat there with a fucking ticker going away, like...
Wanting to sneak
It's like, everybody knows where you're going, mate, there's a fucking lane for it. But, yeah, I've never experienced that.
Yeah, but like, that's what I mean, like a situation like that, it don't require an indicator. You can only go one way.
Precisely.
But I'm on about places like I said, mini roundabouts. It needs an indicator.
Do you know
when you've got three cars sat and like no one's, it just does my head in.
What is the point in mini roundabouts though? What is the fucking point?
None.
You know what?
There's only one place I found it being beneficial, and that's near Mossway Police Station where they put the mini roundabout in to go towards Nags Head.
Ah, fuck off, Miller. That actually works, yeah.
Because that were an awful junction to get out of before.
Yeah.
Awful.
Well, we just... Yeah, the flow of traffic's better as well, isn't it, there? You know.
I used to be sat there, if I'd come from my sister, I used to sat there, I used to sit there thinking, may as well turn around and go back to work.
Yeah.
Because I ain't getting out of here, especially if you're on bus getting out of junction.
Do you know why they put them in though, the mini roundabouts? It's because people are generally cunts, right? So, like, you know, you're driving about, you're doing business, and somebody sat there and they've been sat there for 20 minutes waiting to get out of that junction. It's like, nah, fuck off, it's my right away, see you later. Just drive straight past. The mini roundabout introduces obviously a degree of sort of please exit. Please exit. You can, you know, let's all work together here. And
that just shows how British people are, though, is that they need something putting into place.
Yeah. You go.
Follow the orders.
Yeah, but do you know?
Whereas if it's not, it's like, go fuck yourself.
Do you know what though? Like you said that, you know, if there were no rules, right? People would still do that. How many times you've been at traffic lights, right? And it's a crossroads. Yeah. Traffic lights have been out. And everybody approaches it dead tentatively.
Yeah, right.
It's like, oh no, you go. No, you go, please. No, I'm like, no, it's give away from the right. Like, no, you go. And I'm like, no. And it's all a bit, very nicey-nicey. It's like living in a 12A, PG. Very PG world. Universal. Elsa sang it.
Oh, what's been getting on the old noggin, Clayton? Shredding with him.
Bring it.
Carl knows what's coming here.
Bring it.
Yeah. So Carl's seen it, but essentially, what pisses me off, like, I was looking for something to watch, right? And there's absolutely just fuck all to watch apart from, we've got, what is it? Fucking Falcon or Eagle or whatever it is. The guy that's Iron Man's mate or whatever.
Yeah,
Falcon,
yeah.
right? Got him. He's got his own show, right? Everybody's got their own show that's a spin-off of these fucking Avenger types. And don't get me wrong, I've seen the Avengers. I've seen some of it. Right? I'm just getting a little bit bored now that all that Hollywood can do is just churn out series, movies, fucking memorabilia or whatever and shit like that. It's just all superhero related. I think it's just boring.
That's not Hollywood, that's Disney. There's a difference. But to be fair, Disney are Hollywood at the minute.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just TV series though and everything like...
Yeah, but you don't have to watch it.
I know, Carl, but there's nothing else to watch.
But there are plenty of things to watch.
Like what?
Witcher.
I watched it.
Yeah.
But my case in point is like you
Saying
watch The Witcher. Did you enjoy The Witcher?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's like derived from
You
like
watched Cobra
story
Kai?
and comic books.
Yeah.
Do you like Cobra Kai?
Cobra Kai, I watched that entire series. It took me 2 hours. It's not long enough, man. But all these,
Yeah, but that's
all
because
these Avengers
everything's-
things.
Yeah, but
right?
if you pace
There's
yourself,
series upon series upon series getting released every 3 to 6 months, right? What have I got? I've got to wait for a year for another Cobra Kai. I've got to wait 2 years potentially for the next Witcher.
But do you remember, like, before Netflix was a thing and you had to wait weekly for episodes? That's the problem. It's the distribution.
That's the problem,
It's the distribution that's the problem.
See, you complain about the superhero shows, but what Disney do is quite clever. They distribute. They stagger them, so you don't get them all to binge. So they feel like they last longer because it's an episode a week. Whereas with Cobra Kai, Netflix go here, and then everyone sits down, and in 6 hours they've watched the entire thing. I watched Cobra Kai, and it took me about 2 months to watch because I watched an episode while I'm eating my tea at night. And I think that's the problem with, like, people see the superhero stuff as like, oh, it's getting churned out, and it's all that's ever there. But the good stuff, like The Witcher and like Cobra Kai and like Afterlife, you get Gearman in one big chunk, and then you watch them in one big chunk rather than like enjoying them.
Yeah, you're watching a long film rather than a TV series.
That's essentially what you're doing, and I think that's what makes you feel like you're getting overcome by superhero stuff.
I respect your argument, Carl. And I reject your argument, Carl. Because it is a lot of stuff. It's just everything. Everything is just that way inclined.
It is. It's because the thing is with Hollywood, what you've not got to forget.
It's a money spinner, isn't it?
It's a business.
It's a money spinner.
At the end of the day, Hollywood is a business.
But it's like nobody can come up with any ideas lately that are even remotely decent, right? And I know that that's a wider issue, and it's nothing to do with obviously Marvel and whatever. But it's just like, that's a money spinner, so that's being pumped down to everybody's fucking throats, left, right, and centre, 24/7, 365, and then I've got to wait for another probably 7.5 years for the next Interstellar or the next Seven or the next whatever.
But that's,
you know what I mean?
That's the difference with those kind of films is that
I know
they're critically acclaimed, and they're made by people like Nolan who like really know what he's doing with a film. But he takes his time to make a film. Whereas like Marvel and the people that work for Disney and the people that work for Marvel, they're under pressure. They're like, right, you're making a film, you've got to make it in 2 years. Whereas Interstellar, Nolan, you've got
5 years.
You've got 5-6 years to make a film. Enjoy yourself. That's why those films will always be better, but they're better because they take longer. You can't just churn
out an Interstellar.
Yeah. You can't churn out like a Tenant or an Interstellar or a Gravity.
I do.
Tenant.
David.
The Doctor. The weird backsy-turvy film.
I've just got nothing to watch, and it's really
the thing is, and there's a side of me that does agree with you partly, Clayton, and that is where, like, I feel like some of the things that they are putting out like I wasn't a massive fan of Falcon Winter Soldier. I thought like that. I didn't know. I didn't get the chemistry.
Was
I
it
didn't get
needed though?
Well, and no, again, I don't know what it pushed on from. Really, it introduced a couple of characters,
But
but
what's that that's coming out? Moon Knight.
See, this is the problem. This is where I think like Disney and Marvel are going to start struggling because they've done all the big name superheroes now, and people are like at a point where they're like you,
Scraping barrel.
yeah,
Dementia Boy.
they're kind of sick of like seeing super.
News-
Can't remember the crime. Can't do the time then.
newspaper man
But
delivering
that's exactly the point.
delivering justice every day.
They're at a point now where they're scraping the barrel, and
Yeah, they are.
this is like make or break because like
The biggest
a lot
one
of
they've got
people-
left to do is Adam Warlock, who's going into Guardians of the Galaxy.
But like a lot of
Adam
people,
Warlock.
exactly. But that's
Adam
that
what?
point.
Warlock.
Whoa.
Not a lot of people know who that is.
Yeah, but
What
he's
are you
one of
on
the.
about?
He's a
Him
big.
that did art
But he
art
is.
back in 1970s.
Andy Warhol.
Andy Warhol.
Kansas Super Bowl.
Yeah, isn't this new superhero? He does paintings of soap. What's his special power? He's good at art.
Colours, RGB, RAL numbers.
He does right good blends. Soaps he's never even heard of.
Crayola. He fucking invented it.
Okay.
Go on then, Miller. What's yours?
It's a similar theme to what Carl had, really, because most of my frustrations are when I'm out on road, to be fair. Sunday drivers.
Sunday drivers.
Especially Sunday drivers that forgot what day it is and decide any day of the week they wanted to drive. There are always of a particular demographic, shall we say.
What would you say the age range of a Sunday driver?
I would say that they are at the age where they probably shouldn't have a license anymore because the vision's on.
That's a touchy subject.
No, honestly, I think that anyone who gets to sort of 60, as an example, or even 55, should be made to have a retest.
55?
Yeah.
It's still working age.
I completely agree with.
Doesn't matter.
I think 55 is a bit. I think 60 is more around that mark.
Still
but
working
I-
age.
People can
But-
decline it in the 50s.
You still work. If you can work until you're 68 or whatever the fucking age is now, you should still be able to drive.
What about if?
Is it
Oh, then,
65?
what
Short
about
retirement age?
Is it?
Yeah.
what about if you're a 55-year-old that don't work because of certain thing?
Well, then I can't afford a car because I've been scraping in that job seekers allowance all my life, haven't I?
Oh, them benefits go a long way, you know.
Dem Benz.
Them Benz,
Dem Benz.
them Mercedes Benz.
Then Ben's buys a Benz.
Yeah. It just like even if it's 10 mile an hour under speed limit, like who doesn't see the speed limit as almost a minimum speed rather than a maximum? Like you literally go to if there's a speed limit, you go to that speed 9 times out of 10.
100%.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like in the 40, you would think, I think I should go 35 here.
Especially when you're driving in a 40 and if they're doing like 25, 30,
Oh,
you
man.
feel like you're going so slow.
Yeah.
It's like the worst ones is like going back to one you've touched on in previous conversations. When on motorways you go to 40, like that feels like the slowest speed ever in the world.
It's the whole like
It's perception.
I definitely Sunday drivers. Honestly, fucking. Do you know like what we do with badgers every winter? A Cullen. You know what I mean? And
I mean, that's a bit more extreme than just let them have another test.
no. Like these people.
I think the ones who
have
drive up motorway wrong way don't deserve a retest.
These people have got nothing to do, nowhere to be, and all the time in the world to do nothing. Right? They are the three pillars of a Sunday driver. Right?
Yep.
Nothing to do, nowhere to be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
and all the time to do it.
there's very rarely a purpose to the journey.
Well,
That's
exactly.
what I mean. Surely, if you leave your house to get in the car, surely you're going somewhere.
Yeah,
Or-
but we leave
yeah,
3
but-
hours to get there.
It can take all day, and do you know why? Do you know why it pisses people off? Right? Sometimes when you've got somewhere to be on a Sunday, it's because Sunday fucking trading hours, right, are so much shorter. But these people drive about like it's fucking a week-long event, like it's the DFS sale. You know, it's never gonna end, right? And they just fucking and they're always driving a fucking Berlingo. A Citroen fucking Berlingo. I get you, Miller. I'm completely on board with this.
Honestly, it's like Especially if it's a single track lane as well.
Mm.
You've got no option to get around them.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
See, you know, like them people when they're doing that on a single track lane, and then like they look in the rear view mirror and they see a mile long queue of cars. Do you ever think they feel bad about that? Like they go, "Oh, I must be driving a little bit slow."
What I think they do is they look and they go,
Busy, I'm right.
better buy a caravan.
Do you know what made this more interesting? A tractor.
Cleethorpes.
Tractor.
Where can I go to the coast that's all A roads? Oof, Skegness.
Yeah.
You know, let's just gridlock the country, shall we? You know, fucking hell.
Oh, it's the worst thing in the world, man.
Unbelievable, man. Unfucking believable. But what if somebody's up your arse, right? Do you ever get that where somebody's up
personal.
your arse, right, on the road?
It's a bit personal. Yes. You almost have you almost feel inclined to piss them off.
Oh, I brake test people all the time.
Yeah.
I brake test them.
I want the
into
option. I'd love to have the option where I could have a button in my car that just lights the brake lights up.
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
I just see how far back they go. You know, like not even it doesn't apply brakes. It just literally puts the lights on, and see how far back they
The
go.
thing is, if somebody's up my arse, right, and I'm doing 35 in a 40 or 35 in a 50, I'm sort of like, yeah, I get you, mate.
Yeah,
But if you're doing 50,
If I'm doing 50 and it's 50, or even if I'm doing 52, 55, you know, I'll admit that. 10%. I'll admit that. And they're still up my arse. I'm just like, mate, you know, I'm gonna go slow now. I'm just gonna actually slow down.
See, I go one of two ways. I either like to prove a point or see how on it they are. I'll either brake test them, and I'm gonna kid you not, I slam my brakes on, and because end of the day, someone runs into the back of you, it's their fault. They shouldn't be so close, and that's a £2,000 claim on your hands. Then cha-ching, whatever.
I think we've found a new theme for the podcast. Welcome to Crash for Cash with Carl Stanley.
But
Fraud squad.
then on the other case, if they're up my arse and like I know for one my car's better, I'll speed up and I'll take off and I'll be like,
See, I can't
in my
do
head
that.
I'll go,
My car is never going to be better.
yeah, in my head I'll go, well, if you don't want to drive fast, you should keep up with me, shouldn't you? And then I'll feel like the bigger man. You know.
You're right, absolutely fucking. When somebody does that to me, right, and I'm on the lane 3, it's not the fast lane, lane 3 on the motorway or lane 4, right, and I'm overtaking people, and then somebody in a fucking German car, right, let's just say, they all know who they are, right?
But
Yeah, in a German car or one of them that looks like a Discount Olympic logo, right?
I think someone in this room had one of them before.
Always indicate me. Right. So, like, but somebody's steaming down in lane 4, right? You're overtaking people, and it's like, you know, I've got nowhere to go, mate. You just basically got to wait until I finish my manoeuvre. And when somebody does that, I will take an age to move over into lane 3. So, like, I will carry on going to lane 4, take a little bit off it, and just take a country mile to get over to lane 3. And it's like literally snail's pace that I'm moving over. And I'll just wankers, man. Wankers.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
It's
100%.
motorway etiquette.
it is. One of the things that gets what really does me is you know, like when you're in the second lane, and like because all trucks are at first, you overtake trucks. Someone's up your arse, but the lane to your right is free.
Yeah.
They're up your arse, and you're like, well, just overtake
Yeah,
them.
they're just lane
and they
plodders.
just sit there.
There's lane plodders.
Yeah. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Just overtake me.
Yeah,
I'm clearly not in a rush. You are. Go round.
yeah, that's where people feel comfortable. That, you know, they don't get that lane 1 is where you're supposed to be unless you're overtaking.
Yeah, far left as you can,
Yeah.
if it's available.
Yeah. So we put fucking world to rights there. Well, not the world,
They
but
put the roads to right.
put some issues to rights there.
The roads and Clayton's.
I think you put me to rights though, to be fair, on the fucking
Clayton's
superhero thing.
unpopular
Well,
opinion.
sorry, Carl.
Don't attack me.
Sorry, Carl. Alright.
think Clayton,
That's a culture. It's a lifestyle.
Clayton definitely delved into unpopular opinion there, didn't he?
Well, exactly. I should have brought that up
Especially
earlier.
seeing as
Really,
like,
So we can get it out. of the way.
Don't come at the guy about superfruits who sat wearing a Harry Potter t-shirt. You know.
Duly noted, mate. My bumhole is 10 inches wider.
I were expecting American sports from you for what you don't like, what pisses you off, because then you could have had a go at me.
There's always next week.
I'll be prepared.
Yeah. Speaking of putting the worlds to rights, right? Fucking southern softies. You all know the term what southern softy means, don't you? You know, just basically somebody being a bit of a fucking wet lettuce, bit of a melt, bit of a whopper. Any other slang for them? No, whopper.
No, I think Whopper's good. I like Whopper.
Whopper, yeah, a bit of a whopper.
Weekly Whopper.
So, like, you know, what have we got then for Southern Softy of the Week? You know, let's nominate somebody for Southern Softy of the Week. What have you got, Miller?
Well, I was struggling a bit, I'll be honest with you, this week. I was trying to keep to the Southern.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to bring us fellow Northerners down because we don't do that. It's not what we're about up here. So I was struggling. I was delving
There's
through
some geography restrictions on you, essentially.
Well, yeah, it's one of these things. You go. It starts off. We're all from Sheffield. We're Yorkshire. We're Northern. We're British or English. We're British. We're European. And then if any of them bastards from outer space come down, we're fucking earthlings.
Right.
I think that's correct terminology. So these levels to where you group up.
Yeah,
There's a north-south divide in this one.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to bring any Northerners into it, but I was struggling. Apart from our sort of all popular leader, I was only thinking about incidents yesterday in our good old football team's endeavours. Sheffield United.
Oh, Sheffield United. You got a Southern Softy of the Week?
Not actually in our team, but the opposition team, Luton Town. I could have picked any of their defence yesterday after I put that way. But I went for the man that decided to get himself sent off. I went for Reece Burke.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
What a Burke.
What exactly. I mean, how he intended on getting away with molesting Ryan Brewster. I mean, he could have. I mean, I've seen softer prison rapes on TV than that.
I agree. Yeah, I saw him yesterday, and I thought
We saw it live.
Well, we saw it live.
Yesterday.
You know, you didn't come, did you? But
No.
yeah, it were bad foul, like you know.
Just groped him, didn't
no double jeopardy law for that cunt.
No, he just went for chuffing full on bear hug, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
So I mean, not only were they already losing at that point, but he absolutely just put them. Said that we threw away again against 10 men a few days before. So you know it might not have gone that way, but they never looked like coming to that game. And he
maybe
really
that was his tactic, just to get sent off. You know, just knows what United's
weaknesses.
weaknesses are.
Do you know what their kryptonite is? Red cards. But no, but that's the only one I could come to think of. It came into mind obviously when it happened, but I was scouring through some sort of southern newspapers and see if there are any village idiot stories going about that I could get wet lettuces in for, but unfortunately it was just people going missing. And I can't really throw a missing person as a southern theory, so it's a bit of a touchy subject.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to get a lot of complaints from Ofcom or Met Police.
Definitely.
You know, Scotland Yard might be in touch with them if you know too much. That is.
Yeah,
so we've got Reece Burke, who's actually joined, coincidentally enough, by another Burke in down south this week, Oliver Burke from Sheffield United. So there's two Burkes down south, but we'll keep that one up the sleeve for next week, maybe. But what you got going to call?
Well, I feel like I'm going to go for the obvious one. As Miller skipped over him, as a good old dedicated leader.
Supreme leader?
Floppy moped.
Supreme leader, the fucking hermaphrodite toffee apple?
Yeah, the one that don't know whether he's in a party or not. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's just wine and cheese.
Wine and cheese. Yeah.
Then conveniently after that happened, got COVID. Oh yeah, got COVID, and then thought, right, that's up now. What's next?
How do I shift focus from me?
Oh, I'll ask and just pop another kid out. That'll take
And
some
then
fuse
after
up.
that's happened now. I can't go on that anymore. What can we do next? We'll ease the restrictions.
You know
That'll take the old.
You know that COVID pass we brought in for 2 weeks? Sack
Don't
it up.
matter.
Don't
Bit
matter.
of
No,
AIDS.
the whole joke about it though is like the COVID pass was like something that we used yesterday at the match.
Yeah, for the
And-
first time.
Like how effective is that?
It's useless.
It's fucking useless. Like honestly, they just don't even scan it. It comes up with a QR code. Don't even scan it. Just like they look at it and go, "Yeah, you're all right. Go on then. Enjoy football." But yeah, Boris is. What gas has he done this week then to warrant the Southern Softy?
What hasn't he done? What hasn't he done?
Not a lot.
I mean,
No, I would say
on a
more.
daily basis.
He hasn't done a lot.
Yeah.
Like, as in what he should be doing.
I mean, the fact that like he were at parties and then he were like, "Oh, I've got COVID. I can't attend any meetings." When in actual fact, the rules that he changed said that he didn't have to isolate anymore. But he was like, "Oh, I'm going to do it anyway because."
For the safety of the country.
For the safety of the country. It was a business meeting.
He's turned into a new character there. I like that.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I mean, there's like 20,000 reasons to nominate for Southern Softy a week, but I'm going with the fact that like the man clearly, I mean, this is a man that runs the country, and he walked into a party, sat down, and went, "Good chat," and then he left.
My biggest gripe is the fact that he can't even like have an haircut or brush his hair.
You're like,
That's like,
yeah.
it's such a big thing for me, that presentation.
I
when it
don't
comes
know
to
if
it.
it's a thing or not, but
I
people
think
keep
it's
telling me it's on
it's on purpose to make himself look. I think because he's clever. Let's not beat around
Do
bush.
you
He's
think?
clever.
Do you think he's a puppet?
I think he does it on purpose to make him.
I think he's a muppet.
That
It's a different kind of.
But he definitely does it on purpose.
Yeah, it's to sort of like bring about this,
Oh,
image that,
it's just Boris.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. Exactly, that's it.
I'm in charge, but I'm a bit of an idiot, and you
Yeah.
voted for me, so you must accept that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I do you know what? He could win it every week for me, Carl.
Good for me.
But I've got my nomination this week for Southern Softy of the Week is Adele.
Oh, I've heard about this.
Yeah, you've heard about this. So
24 hours. What, 24 hours before?
yeah, so
Oh, is this the? Oh, yeah.
The
yeah,
the
yeah.
residents,
So I've got
yeah.
a bit of a clip from Adele. Yeah, I don't know. Can we play this? Because she's put it on Twitter.
Yeah, look at this.
She's crying a little bit.
Come at us, Adele.
Yeah, come at us. So let me just.
Well, did she have a cry about it?
Yeah, hold on.
Listen, I'm so sorry, but my show ain't ready. We've tried absolutely everything that we can to put it together in time and for it to be good enough for you, but we've been absolutely destroyed.
Right, so she's crying essentially because she can't get a Vegas show ready in time. God forbid planning anything during like what is a pandemic, and we've all had stuff in the last 2 years that ain't gone to plan. Have you cried, Carl?
No.
Have you cried, Miller?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Shut
No,
up.
but I stuck,
Can we push
because
that into next week?
I stubbed my toe.
Oh right. Oh,
Fair enough.
fucking
Toenail came off.
that
It was
bloody,
painful.
that bloody suitcase of money. Always getting wet.
That's it.
But yeah, so she's crying about that. So she'll probably rake in a mere 4 million this week instead of 6 million. But what I loved about it, like she followed it up on Instagram, and she said, "Oh, sorry guys, I can't fucking do my show and it's not ready and all that fucking jazz." And but she sent all her fans to like a memorabilia shop, right, saying, "Oh, I know it's not ready, but you can all still go in my shop, right, where they sell t-shirts and hoodies, and they were on sale between $45 and $90, so that's the equivalent of £33 and £66 each." So, I think she's having a fucking laugh there, personally.
So she's cancelled the show.
Cried about it.
Cried about it.
No, she's not cancelled it. She's postponed it.
Well,
Postponed
yeah,
it.
she's put it
Well,
back. It's
either
not
way.
ready, essentially.
Yeah.
She'll
Yeah.
do the
and
show.
apparently they found
yeah.
out. They only knew this 24 hours before.
Yeah,
So instead of like being like, "Oh, here's the new schedule release date," she's gone, "Oh, here's my merch.
yeah. Essentially.
Buy my stuff."
Yeah. So that's my nomination.
I mean, it's a strong nomination.
I thought.
I get
I get that things are happening and there's like COVID and shit going off, but to let you like
It's
fans know 24 hours
I
before.
know, but
That's
like,
the thing that
what
gets
have we been up against in Britain? You know, that's all. That's 8,000 miles away in Vegas. You know, we've been up against it with Blades, with Sheffield United. You know, they've been cancelling games and stuff like that. Yeah, it's wound us up, but you know, it gets rearranged. You know, life goes on. It gets rearranged, and we'll go and see it. You know, I know we're not flying over there especially to see Adele, but if you are flying over there especially to see Adele, get a grip. You know, but the way that she's crying about
the
it.
thing is, though, I get that like it needs to be a show, and like she's got to have a stage and she's got to have some lighting, but she's a singer. If your show's not ready, what's it hurt to get a little bit of lighting and sing?
Yeah.
You know, does it have? I get that people are
there
paying for a
there
show.
will be people that have gone there from, like you said, from across the world to go and watch it.
Of course they will.
Or
But if
they
they've got-
might be going to Vegas for a stay and they've
If they've
booked
got
to
money
see
to
it.
do that, they'll go and see fucking Penn and Teller instead and still have a great time. You know what I mean? Just fuck off.
I just don't.
No need
I
to
don't.
cry
I
about
don't
it.
get.
Oh,
I don't
no,
get
yeah,
the behind
yeah.
delaying it when you're like. It's the fact, like I said, she's a singer.
Well,
You can get on stage with a microphone and entertain thousands of people with your voice.
yeah.
Why not just do that?
Well, this is the thing as well. Like you just said, like 24 hours before. That's when she knew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How do you know?
I'm calling
you
you.
know. You know.
They had
You
an
know.
idea. They had an idea.
I'm
well
calling
before.
your fucking bluff, Adele.
I
think
mean,
you knew before
working in that kind of work, you know, like a week before,
Yeah,
at
of course
least,
you do.
that like your show's not going to be ready.
Yeah, you get
100%.
the fucking logistics of it, don't you?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You don't wait till the day before and go, oh no, that light don't work. We're not doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's load of shit.
Exactly. So, nominations are in. Reese Burke, Boris Johnson, Adele. Who are you going for, Miller?
I think I'm after for Adele.
Ooh.
I think that's a strong nomination.
Okay. What about you, McCall?
I'm gonna go Adele.
Well, in that case, even if I don't vote Adele,
Yeah.
Adele is a
the
southern.
majority has got it.
Southern
So, Adele,
favourite. Southern
congratulations, you've won Southern Softy of the Week.
Congratulations, you won.
There you go.
That's the you said down soundboard.
Where's
I expect to
the?
see many classics on that.
Where's the? Hold on, I wanted to do the.
Congratulations.
No, that's not that one.
Congratulations!
This is the one. Hold on. This is the one that I wanted to do. I wanted to do this particular one. There you go.
That really drags out, doesn't
Yeah, it
it?
does.
I've been waiting for that.
Okay, now. Congratulations, Adele. You'll be retweeted later on this week with the Southern Softy of the Week award, which is just a retweet, just telling everybody how much you're a fucking knobhead you are.
Right, back after another break, and we're going to go into something that Clayton's aptly called Clash of the Bearded Titheads.
Well, yeah, which is obviously this is an audio thing, so nobody's going to know what you two look like. But obviously, you sat here like fucking two Vikings. Well, I suppose we
Titheads.
all are really. We're all bearded, but Carl and Miller a little bit more prominent than me. So yeah, Clash of the Bearded
We got the
Titheads.
boosh.
So yeah, bit of an head to head. Bit of an head to head between our two titans.
Head to bed.
Yeah,
Head to bed.
head to head between our two titans.
Time for sleep, okay.
Titheads, Carl and Milish.
Milish.
So yeah, we've got a few questions, guys. Right.
Mm.
It's 50-50 questions. Right. You get the choice of who goes first. It is alternate each question. That's the format. If the score is even after all the questions have been answered, there is a tie break, and the loser undergoes a forfeit. So,
Oh, geez.
indeed. So, bit of a thing before we start. Do you want to say a few words? Bit of smack talk with each other. Carl, you've got, let's say, 15 seconds potentially to give Miller a little bit of smack talk, and your time starts now.
You beard shit. That's about all I've got. Because I feel so much pressure while you're looking at me.
Time's up.
Yeah. Wow. I did not like that at all. That was far too much pressure and far too much eye contact for my liking.
One way to lay down the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Right then, Miller. In response, your 15 seconds and your time starts now.
It's going to be Clash of the Bearded Titheads when I'm done with you. Because that beard's coming straight off as a forfeit. You shiny round head. You know, like Peter Griffin. And I'm done with you. Capiche?
Time's up. Fucking hell.
I'm sorry.
I thought you're talking to your lover.
It's supposed to be sinister.
I don't know if I feel threatened or seduced.
Carly, you're wet.
You're fine. That's just from spit.
Okay, no, fire.
That's what you're not supposed to know if it's seductive or. It's supposed to add to the mystery.
I didn't enjoy that.
No.
Just the one bit.
No.
I've already got in his head. It's fine.
Right then, question 1. Carl Miller. Which belt represents a higher level in karate? Is it A, the blue belt, or B, the yellow belt? Carl, I'll let you answer first.
I'm going to be yellow.
Okay.
I would gladly go for blue.
And blue and yellow. Carl, you answered yellow. Carl, you were.
Okay.
Which means, Miller.
Yeah? Catch Rables out.
You guessed it. So, Miller, 1-0. Going into question 2 then. How many miles of road are there in Scotland? Is it A, 34,000 miles, or B, 24,000 miles?
Was it me first?
Yeah,
That's how it is, yeah. I'm going to go for 34,000.
34,000 miles. Carl,
I'm going to go 34 as well.
34,000 miles. Our survey said... That's got absolutely nothing to do with being correct, but it just works for me. Alright, so the scores. Miller 2, Carl 1. Carl, you've got the joy of going first. And this next question. How many elements, as in elements from the periodic table, are present in vinegar? Is it A, 3, B, 4?
Oh, wow. I'm going to go 3.
Miller.
So it depends what I want to do. I could be tactical and just match everything he does now and I'll win.
Yeah, but there is a fucking tie break, you know.
No, but I'm in front. No, I'm joking. If he's, I'm going to go 4. I think it might be 4 anyway.
Miller, you said 4.
Yeah.
Miller,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's 3.
It's 3.
Congratulations.
Cool.
Congratulations, Carl. 3 chemical elements. I don't know what they are, but that's the answer.
I'll
3.
take
It's a
your word
number.
for it.
The answer's 3.
Magic
So,
number.
2-2. Going into question... Don't know which one.
Desmond. R.I.P.
Question 4. 2-2 going into question... Is it 4?
No, if it's 2-2, it's going to be question 5, isn't it? I know.
No. Question 4. 2-2 going into question 4. God almighty, boys.
Desmond.
If you need some clarification on this, please let me know.
Okay.
So, Miller, it's you to go first. How many people can you fit inside the sun? Not.
I mean, how do you even get a scientific answer for that?
I googled it. I'm not giving any credits away to who's got the right answer because I'm sure nobody actually knows. But so is it A, 22 billion people, or B, 32 billion people?
I'm going to go for 22 billion people.
Lovely.
I'm going to go 32 billion people.
Miller, you said 22 billion people. Our survey said... Oh! So
Is this a fact?
I'll fucking change the format then.
I thought I were wrong. I also, because you went 22 million, you went, no, hang on a minute. And I'm like, it's not just giving it answers.
No, it's 'cause I can't read.
Oh.
No.
It's just dyslexia.
But yeah, it's
I'm curious how someone's measured that.
I don't know.
Is it
Maybe
the size of the average person and then the diameter of the sun or
It's
something
the
like
mass, isn't it?
So we've got a lot of
It's
time
mass.
around.
Mass.
Like, why is that a question someone even asks? Like, how many people fit it? So
But I don't know. Like a lot of these questions get asked on a daily basis. You know,
I
Somebody's
ask
gotta
it.
answer. Whether they're right or wrong remains to be
because
seen.
I stare up at someone and think, I wonder how many people fit on that basket.
I don't ask therapist and I sneeze.
That's what it says. So it's Miller 3, Carl 2, going into question I don't know. 4. Oh, that's the wrong question.
Grudge match.
So another sun-related question is how far away is it, Carl? Is it A, 146.25 million kilometres, or is it B, 147.25 million kilometres?
So you change the 6.7. It's so much harder.
Yeah.
It's not like there's a big gap to choose.
No.
Oh,
It's either A or B.
Higher or lower?
Yeah, but you could put like a bigger gap in between them, but you don't. You're like,
Yeah.
dick. I'm going to
I
go
mean,
B.
round it up to the
I'm going to go
nearest
B.
0.25.
I'm going to go B.
Carl, B.
I'll go A. Just for...
Miller, A.
A.
Miller, you said 146.25 million kilometres.
No, I didn't. I said A.
Well, yeah, you said A, but that's what A stood for.
I know.
All right, we're 3-3.
Does that mean we'll get a tiebreaker?
No, we've got 3 questions remaining,
Oh, okay.
and Miller goes first.
Tension's unbearable.
Yeah, it is unbearable. I can't breathe. So, Miller, Ford Mondeo will be discontinued in 2022. Ah,
R.I.P.
such
for
a
Monday, yeah.
loss. Such a national treasure. R.I.P. that. How many years have Ford Mondeo been about? Is it A, 28 years, B, 29 years?
Is that like today, like 2022?
Yeah.
29 years.
See, I wanted to say 29.
You can.
Say 29 then.
I'm going to go 29.
29. Our survey says... Congratulations, boys. You both got a point. It's 4-4. Running into final 2 questions. In fact, I'll make this the final one, just in case, because I've got a great tie break for you both. How far is the Yorkshire Tea, this is Carl to Carl, how far is the Yorkshire Tea headquarters in Harrogate away from Sheffield city centre? Is it A, 56.6 miles, or B, 56.7 miles?
Wow! God damn. Oh. I'm going to go for A.
A.
Yeah.
Make it interesting, I'll go for B.
B. Carl. You said A.
I said A.
56.6 miles. Our survey says...
Hey!
Hey! What's that? Is it 5-4?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
So
well,
that-
Carl, you're our bearded champion of the week. The bearded titted champion of the week. Well, congratulations. Just out of curiosity, the forfeit for this week, by the way, was... the tie break this week was Who can do the best impression of Matthew McConaughey saying, "Have you got 20p for bus, mate?"
Well, glad that didn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm glad that didn't happen. Would
So-
have been an embarrassing
But-
tiebreak.
As the loser this week,
Oh,
Miller,
yeah.
your forfeit this week is to sing "Row, row, row your boat" in Screamo. Take it away for us.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
If you see a crocodile, don't forget to
Scream.
Nice work. Nice work. Great stuff. Great stuff.
Sounded more like one of the fucking puppets off Sesame Street.
Oh, what a lovely Sunday, eh?
Yeah.
Lovely
And
Sunday.
what a lovely way to tie it up with some screaming.
Exactly, mate. Nah,
I'm
Yeah.
glad people have sat themselves down to that.
exactly. What are you having for tea?
I've got some pork,
Pork.
bit of pork,
Pork dinner.
pork dinner.
Pork dinner. Crackling.
Oh,
Crackling. Roast tatties.
of course,
Mash.
obviously.
Mash. What veg?
Well, selective veg for me: peas, broccoli, green beans.
Lovely.
She'll do. She
Probably.
might do some sweet, some carrot. I'm not a fan, but she'll do it.
Fucking sweet and carrot and all. Such a plate of veg. What about they, Cam?
What am I having for tea? A wank. That's it.
Tasty.
So
And
one's
on
having
that-
salted pork, one's having just salt.
And what are you having for tea, Clint?
I'm having a beef dinner, me.
Beef.
Yeah,
Bit of
beef dinner.
beef. You've just said it's beef, and I was going to eat it.
Exactly. Beef roast tatties, garlic roast carrots.
But do you do your roasties in with juice from your meat?
Of course you do.
No, because not with beef.
Oh, yeah, I like beef
So-
meat, beef juice.
Oh right, you're on about beef joint, you. I get a ribeye steak, me, and just cut it up, slice it up. Bit of a cheat.
Oh, that's like it's like a cheat. That.
Yeah, it is, but it's nice.
That's fair enough, as long as you like it.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
mate. Exactly.
I'm not gonna put you down about your opinion, Fred. Don't worry.
Thanks very much. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah, not like
Thanks for your
Carl.
candour.
Not like you do with Carl.
It's better than my tea.
Liquid lunch for Carl. Right. Thank you, gents, for attending again as usual.
Yeah,
and
cheers.
We'll come back with some more shit next week.
Nice work.
Thanks for listening.
See ya.
See you later.